Hey guys, Nova here. So we are facing OnesieBannette for the PPL, and this is week 6. Alex is a good friend, guys, and please give him some support. Their link will be down below. And Onesie, anytime I get to face Alex, it is a banger, guys. It is just an intense chess match, like literally. And I am super excited to play them. And you know what? This is going to be a banger, guys. And I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys really like the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want to pause the video real quick to see the team, feel free. And I will see you guys in the battle. Bye-bye, guys. Hey guys, Chris here, and you know what? I saw the coach of the Bermuda Kecleons in Nova, and the coach of the Solihull Skarmoors in Coach OnesieBannette. But you know what? I can't say no to commentating Nova's matches. And you know what? We are in the Paldean Square today. Let's go over the teams real quick. And Nova has the Boulder, and they have Tinkaton, Hisuian Typhlosion, Galar Slowking, Vikavolt, and Terra Pegasus, which is the Ram 9. It is Glastrier, and Onesie has Reverum, Baxcalibur, Minshao, Blood Moon Ursaluna, a Terra Reverum, that is Ground, and Terra Fairy, that's Arbo. What, folks? That is Blood Moon Ursaluna, and that is Hisuian Typhlosion leading. Wait, guys. Guys. Wait, who's that? That is not Onesie. What? His name is Red. Red SUGIMORI? Huh? What happened to Onesie? Guys, I think there's been a kidnapping here. That is Red. Oh no, guys. I think Nova is actually fighting for onesies. I think he's trying to save him. Guys, this is a hostage. And Eruption goes out. Oh, it doesn't one-shot the Ursaluna. And Red SUGIMORI, Blood Moon's back. And it doesn't kill the Typhlosion. The coach of the Bermuda Kecleons and Nova is super surprised about that. And you know what, folks? You know what? A vacuum wave can be coming out. And if Nova stays in, Typhlosion will die. But you know what? Good call, Nova. Good call, preserving the Typhlosion. And Voltage is coming out to hopefully eat this vacuum wave. And Nova called it right. Good, folks. But yes, this is a battle of saving OnesieBannette, apparently. This just in, folks. That is what I heard. It's crazy. It's crazy. How did Red get here? I don't know, but you know what? Vikavolt is faster than Ursaluna, and down goes Ursaluna, folks. That is crazy, and it's a 6-5 lead for Nova. I don't know. Maybe when they were actually coming onto the battlefield or something, like around the corner, maybe what Red just like sucker punched Onesie and took his place or something. But you know what, folks? You know what? Nova will save Onesie. That is what I'm hearing in my headphones, guys. That they will be hero. Okay. But yes, Red's team right now is very scary, folks. It is very, very scary. They have a Reverum. They have a scary dragon in Baxcalibur. They have Tornadus Therian, a Terra Arboliva, well, and a Terra Reverum, and a Minshao. But yeah, Kira comes out, which is Baxcalibur. Nova can send out a flash cannon and do massive amounts of damage, but you know what? If this Baxcalibur gets set up, that's a very bad. What will Nova go for? Because Baxcalibur is a threat. Volt Switch is the play, maybe. Yes, it is. Nova clicks it. Swords Dance, that's a +2 Baxcalibur. But you know what, guys? You know what? That's a good chip. Good chip on that Bax. But you know who's faster than Bax? Say it from the background, guys. Hilda! faster than Bax, and she drops the hammer. She can do it, guys. She can do it. With that balloon, it protects you from earthquakes, guys. And yeah, Hilda, Hilda. We love to see Hilda. We have a ton of fans back here. And Nova just clicks the hammer drop. I don't think Red will be staying in here, folks. Yeah, that's not Onesie. That is Red SUGIMORI. He's a villain. He's a villain in Draft League City, folks. He is a villain. Maybe one day he was a hero, but today he's a villain. Satapon P comes out, and the hammer gets dropped. Boom! And you know what? 45% is a good amount of damage. You could see on Nova's face. He's having a good time. And you know what, guys? Make sure to hydrate. Is Pegasus going to be coming out? Okay. All right. Nova locks it in. Pegasus will be the play. And what will Arboliva do? Because if it Terras, it will be a fairy type instead of a grass type. Maybe Pegasus will be forcing that Terra. Oh, Leech Seed. Oh no. Glastrier has been seeded. So with the grassy terrain and the Leech Seed, Arboliva is getting a massive amount of HP back. And if it's like a Subseed set, it will be just Cape Gating over. And that it is. One of the most annoying Arboliva sets imaginable, folks. Pegasus sets up. And now you are +2, but the thing is, you are constantly getting sucked with this Leech Seed. So it's going to keep constantly healing this Arboliva, and Arboliva can just keep substituting over and over again. Voltage could be good because you know what, folks? If Voltage had Bug Buzz, it could go through that substitute, which could force Red SUGIMORI to Terra. And Red won't know if that bug actually has it. But it could be a gamble by just going in it. So Nova switches out Pegasus and comes in Voltage the Vikavolt. Let's see what it goes for, folks. Let's see what Arboliva goes for. Satapon P goes for Earth Power. And luckily enough, it has Levitate. You know, the coach of the Bermuda Kecleons is very smart, folks. Very smart. So if Onesie... sorry, guys. Onesie's probably around the corner, just like knocked out, beaten up, tied. Red SUGIMORI goes for the Terra. Red goes for the Terra, and this is a Terra Fairy Arboliva now. So scratch that Terra Ground Reverum. You got a heart on that grass. That Satapon B, that heart. Volt Switch goes off. And Vikavolt is faster than Arboliva, apparently. But yes, the substitute faded. You can see it on the coach of the Bermuda Kecleon's face. Good job there, Voltage. Good job. Who will be coming out now that the substitute has been broken? Well, the Boulder. I don't know. The coach of the Bermuda Kecleons is thinking. Nova be thinking. What could be coming out? Hypnos could be coming out. You could stop the healing with that Psychic Noise. Or you could set up a future sight for a future turn. Onesie didn't... I'm sorry, guys. I keep thinking this is Onesie because that is what the coach's name is, but this is Red. Red SUGIMORI. Usually Red wouldn't be disguised with a purple wig, you know. But another Leech Seed has been seeded out, which is surprising. Maybe because of that Terra. Red was not scared, folks. Red was not scared indeed. But now, thankfully, the grassy terrain is out. But you know what? That Psychic Noise sounds very good. Because even if Red goes for a substitute, it will stop all the healing. That the grassy terrain that was about to spawn again, it will go away. Or it won't go away. The grassy terrain will be there, but Satapon P cannot heal. Or the Leech Seed won't heal it. And that is very big. Red goes for a substitute again, folks. And the psychic noise goes off, and it will stop the healing from Sasapon. Siege Sower goes off. There's grassy terrain everywhere. Hypnos will be getting healed from this grassy terrain, which is very good. Very good indeed, folks. And anything that Nova wants to go for is a good call. Sludgebomb, oh, goes for the future sight. Earth Power will go off, and Red will see that Hypnos eats it like a candy. A lollipop, folks. Oh, but that's special defense drop. Nova ain't happy to see that, but the sights of the future are upon us. But you know what? That's good, because in 2 turns, it will randomly pop. What will Nova go for? Because Nova is -1 special defense on this G King now. Will Nova switch out? Will Nova go for a Sludge Bomb? Well, yeah, if Nova switches out, regen's up. But yes, let's see. Nova switches out to, I'm guessing that was Voltage. Very good indeed. Because if another Earth Power, oh wait, Alluring Voice. Why did Red go for Alluring? Was Red predicting the Tinkaton switch? It could be, folks, it could be. But this would be a free Flash Cannon or even a free Volt switch. What does Nova want to go for? They're both very good options. It would break the substitute. It would. But Vikavolt is faster. You can see on Nova's face, Nova is thinking. Nova is running all the calcs in their mind, all the puzzle pieces, and Volt Switch goes off. And that is enough damage to break the sub. We saw it last time, folks. We did see it last time. And will Nova be going for... Ooh, Tinkaton's a good call. Maybe the Boulder. Wait, okay, Hilda. All right, we love to see Hilda anytime. Floating upon that balloon. Yes, indeed. And Onesie resubs up. So, Red resubs up, guys. Maybe I see Onesie in my dreams or something. Onesie has very nice hair, but that is not Onesie. That is Red SUGIMORI. And Nova's about to drop the hammer again. Red switches out, guys. And Maruti comes out. Tornadus Therian comes out. About to get hammer dropped. Boom! That's a clean 60% right there. The grassy terrain is off the field. And now, is Nova about to sack Prometheus? The Boulder's a good call. Voltage could come in too. Voltage is very good against Tornadus Therian. And that is the play, folks. Hilda's coming back, and Voltage will be hitting the field once again. This is the 4th time it does hit the field. Not literally, because it is floating. And what does Red go for? Just the U-turn momentum. All right. So the Tornadus goes back and regens back up. A good amount of HP, because you know what? Hypnos has regen. Tornadus has regen. And you know what? If Hypnos was actually on Red's team, it would be a very scary thing, because it's very good with Kira, for example. I think this is the play to actually go for the Flash Cannon, because it will be doing tons and tons of damage to Bax Caliber. If Bax actually goes for like a cleave, for example, it'll be doing a lot of damage. Maybe even killing the Vikavolt. I think Nova was thinking about going to Prometheus, but Nova locks in Flash Cannon. Ice Shard comes out. Wait, Nova's happy to see Ice Shard, because this Flash Cannon, boom! Oh! Nova's not happy to see that. It lives on 1 HP. It might be the time to go to Hilda. Hilda! You can see it on the coach of the Bermuda Kecleons face, and Nova's thinking all the puzzle pieces from Blue Lock. It's happening right now, folks. Prometheus? Do you want to sack Prometheus, or is it time for the Boulder? Because They might Ice Shard again, predicting you to stay, or like to go to Hilda. But you know what? The boulder comes out. And you know what? They're gonna win this fight, folks. Ice Shard comes out, doing a clean amount. That's like a good 30%. Nova's thinking, who is going to come into this field right now? Is it something that's weak to close combat? Is it weak to rock? A banded Mighty Cleave is going to hurt, folks. Now, Red has a lot to think about. Are they going to give up Excalibur, or are they going to switch? Because if they switch into Tornadus, it's most likely dead. Same with Arboliva. They could switch into Reverum. It could give Reverum an opportunity to set up, because the boulder is stuck into Mighty Cleave. It could be that case, folks. It could be. But yes, let's see. Oh, good call, Nova. Hydrate. Excalibur gets taken out. R906 comes in, front and center. That Minshao is going to be taking tons of damage. That's a clean half, folks. That is a clean half. And Nova's switching out because maybe Nova's predicting a Scarfed Minshao, which is a very, very, very common set, guys. It's one of the best Minshao sets. Hypnos could be the play. Or maybe you could sack off Voltage, for example. Voltage did do a lot of work this match. It is faster than Arboliva, but at that amount of HP, it might be time to let the bug go. Prometheus with that scarf actually could be very good, but you know what? Hilda can eat that up. And if Minshao breaks that balloon, it will steal the scarf, which is very good, folks. It is very good indeed. And that is the play. The boulder comes back and Hilda! What will Red go for? U-turn, best case scenario, because you know what? The air balloon pops. Minshao goes back, and you steal the scarf. Very good, very good. The coach of the Bermuda Kecleons was very confused for a moment. But you know what? Now this Hilda has a scarf to go faster to bonk things. Very nice. Now, what will Red SUGIMORI go for? The world may never know. And this is a huge threat. This will make sure Arboliva not come out. Excalibur won't come out. Tornadus could come out. But you also have that Reverum. But the thing is, with Reverum, if it's not a balloon, Nova has bulldoze on this Tinka. So what will Red go for here, folks? What will Red go for? Mataru is the play. Nova could just bonk him on the head. It did a clean amount of damage last time. But I don't think Nova wants to lose this scarf, because this scarf could be good. It could be good. Is it time for Voltage to go down? I think it might. I think Nova agrees. Or the boulder can come out. The boulder could eat anything that this bird wants to go for, and that is the play. Nova is sending out the boulder, hitting the field for the second time, folks. It's hitting the field for the second time. Let's see. A heat wave eating it up. But that's a crit, which is okay. Oh, Nova's not happy to see that, folks. Just getting burned will reduce that amount of damage the boulder can do. Nova just has to send off a Mighty Cleave. Even with it being burned, it will do a lot of damage. Nova's really not happy to see that burn, because the boulder was almost set in a situation, like put in that situation where it could just solo carry this game. But yes, we need to see what Red is thinking, because this boulder's a threat. You don't know what it's going to lock itself into, because that amount of damage it did to Minshao was a lot. Will it go back to Minshao? Will it go to Revaroom? Will you sack off Baxcalibur? Arboliva, I think, can take 2, but then it will die to the second one. And I know for a fact Tornadus does not want to stay in. Red is thinking long and hard, but they switch out Tornadus to regen and back up. Out comes R906, the Minshao. Regen back up. But what will this Mighty Cleave? It's almost a half, folks. It is. Oh, that was a crit. You know, the funny thing is, if this boulder wasn't burned, that crit would have actually maybe won or like killed it. I think Nova's thinking about sacking off Vikavolt, which it could be the play. It's about to be an 07 moment. The first soldier of Nova's battalion is about to go down, most likely. Let's see what this Minshao goes for, and it is a U-turn. The momentum is crazy. 07 Vikavolt. 07 voltage. Thank you. You did so much work for Nova. It is 5-5, folks. It is 5-5. And Nova will have the momentum on their side because Vikavolt going down. What will Red go for? You can see Nova was like, oh my god, that's really bad. But maybe Red doesn't know that the scarf is gone from that Minshao. Kira comes back out. Well, Hilda is a great play that Nova can go for. Everything else is weakened. Prometheus cannot come out because we saw the Ice Shard. The Boulder can come out, but then Boulder is already getting chipped and it's like burned, so Boulder doesn't probably want to come in. It's most likely Hilda. You could hear it from the background. Hilda! 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 Everyone loves Hilda, folks. If you guys don't know, Hilda came all the way from the realms of Fire Emblem just to fight here, folks. Hilda comes out, guys. And will Hilda drop the hammer again? Probably not, because now it's scarfed. If Hilda wants to go for a bulldoze, it could be the play, because if that Revaroom comes out, it will take massive amounts of damage, even with filter. What will Red go for, and what will Nova go for? Bulldoze, Brick Break, they're both good options. Okay. Bulldoze was the play, because if Revaroom comes out, it's going to take a lot of damage, and then it will be slow down. But you know what? If that Arboliva comes out, the Seed Sower will pop, and it will make the next Bulldoze do even less damage. But I don't think Red wants to go into Arboliva, because if you drop the hammer, it will just die. Red just sacrifices Baxcalibur, and Baxcalibur goes down, and it is 5-4, folks. It is 5-4. Nova is fighting to save OnesieBannette from the clutches of Red. Guys, we need to cheer on Nova for this battle, because if Nova fails, I think Red is going to try to take out Nova. Red is trying to go to everyone and probably like take them out. Everyone in this draft league city. And I'm pretty sure, yep, Hilda's switching out. What will Nova be going into? It is Hypnos. Hypnos can eat all Tornadus' hits every day, all day. But that's a U-turn. Momentum. Momentum swinging for Red SUGIMORI. Sorry for that intermission, folks. But yes, that Tornadus Therian did U-turn. Let's see what Red SUGIMORI comes out and is Giga P for the first time. This is very scary because you know what? It could be setting up now. Will Nova let this set up? The world may never know. Is Nova going to go for the future sight? I think Red would only go into this monster if it's going to try to set up. But yes, the future sight will be going off unless Giga P can kill Hypnos. But what will red go for? Will red go for an attack, or will red go for setup? Reverum has to be afraid of if Hypnos goes. Oh, the high horsepower, and it kills Hypnos. Hypnos goes down. I feel like that roll was very, very high. Because I feel like Hypnos could have lived that if it was a little higher on HP. That's very sad, but Prometheus is going to see what item this Reverum is if Nova wants to look over it. Prometheus is the switch in, folks. It is the switch in, and it is frisking around to check this ability. It found an expert belt. Okay, it is very good that it's an expert belt, because now Nova can just send off flamethrowers, and that is a very good call. Not eruption, because at low HP eruption does no damage, but yes, flamethrower is very good here, folks. It is very, very good, because flamethrower will kill Giga P. Flamethrower will do lots of damage to Arboliva. It will do lots of damage to Tornadus, and it will do lots of damage to Minshao. But yes, let's see what red goes into. What will red go into indeed? Red is thinking, because if this is like a bad call, Prometheus could be popping off, folks. See, good job, Nova, in saying hydration. Giga P switches out. Saton P comes out. Wait, what? You're just gonna give free seed sower and free grassy terrain so Prometheus can keep healing? Thank you, red. And now, folks, it is a 3-2-3 fight, I'm pretty sure, because Prometheus is alive, Glacier is alive. Actually, it's 4v3. 4v3. Even though Prometheus is on low HP and the boulder is very low and burned, they're still alive, folks. They are still alive. But yes, let's see what R906 Minshao. Does red not realize that Prometheus is faster than this? Does red not realize that the scarf was randomly taken? Hilda could come out. Hilda has the scarf from that Minshao. To be honest, I'm pretty sure, like, from what people are telling me in my headset, that Minshao is in range of this flamethrower. Will Nova go for the flamethrower? It would be a good play. It would be. I think Nova's gonna do it. You can see it on Nova's face. Nova wants to go for it. Flamethrower, flamethrower, flamethrower. You can hear from the crowd in the back. Flamethrower. You can see that girl. Flamethrower goes off. Minshao goes down. Nova's happy. The coach of the Bermuda Kecleons is very happy. They're popping off. It is 4-2. And some of the big threats are still alive in that Reverum and that Tornadus Therian. That Torn T is back at full HP. Pegasus could be the play, folks, or Hilda. But I think Pegasus would be doing a lot more while this grassy terrain is up. To be honest, Nova could put the Tornadus Therian and Reverum into a checkmate situation. It could be the play. Because if Pegasus does enough damage to Tornadus where it cannot regen up its HP, and if Reverum ever comes in, it could be checkmate. Because if this Scarfed Typhlosion is still in the back and Reverum hasn't set up a shift gear, Red's in a boatload of trouble. Red could be sent to that jail in the Shadow Realm. I think Red wanted to steal Onesie's soul. Maybe in fact, maybe Red was working for an organization or something that is taking competitors from Draft League City. Knockoff comes out. The clear amulet's gone. But you know what? That's okay because Pegasus has healing. Pegasus doesn't have an ice move. Actually, he has Icicle Crash. Sorry, folks. Apparently, people were telling me wrong, but you know what? That's an okay amount of damage. Icicle Crash goes off. Doing 99 to Tornadus. That Tornadus has a little bulk. If Nova kills the Tornadus Therian, Red's in a situation where it's a checkmate situation. If Nova lets Glacier go down, but it survives and kills Tornadus Therian, if Red kills Glacier, Typhlosion can come in and revenge kill the Reverum. If Red goes for a shift gear, Glacier can kill it with a high horsepower. But if it misses, that's in a bad spot for Nova. What will Red do? Because this is the final mon on their team. What will happen, folks? That just to make it look nice with a heart and a high horsepower. Nova clicks it. Let's see what Red SUGIMORI goes for. The Terra goes off. You see how hard? Yes, that Glacier is very pretty and loves everyone in this arena. Shift gear goes off. It's 95% accurate. Let's see if the high horsepower goes off. Boom! Down goes Reverum, and you can see it on the coach of the Bermuda Kecleons. They're very happy, folks. And this is a victory for Nova. Folks, this was a 4-0 win, and commentator Chris signing out. Bye-bye, guys.